come on, I'm trying to work here.
Well, hello there. Welcome to episode 2 of glennzb TV. It seemed to work yesterday, so we're doing it again. Here is the first issue for discussion today. Is it appropriate to wear disco pants in court? Now, a lot of comment about this. Not exactly clear whether the woman involved was underdressing or overdressing. It's always a fine line, isn't it? I know I never know what to wear to work, especially now that people get to look at me. I used to just come to work nude because it didn't really matter. But now I've got to wear clothes. I was going to wear sequin pants today, but with this whole sequin pants debacle, disco pants debacle in court, I thought no, better not wear the sequin pants. I'll just save those for best and just dress it down a little bit. So yeah, good advice for everybody heading to a murder trial. Don't wear sequin pants because it just causes a lot of stir that you don't need. Next issue. Oh yeah, here we go. Dotcom. His defence has made the New Zealand police look just a little bit silly in court yesterday. Turns out the New Zealand police got a bit excited, and the government, probably with the FBI saying, hey, could you raid that guy and grab all his computers because he's stealing movies from the big American studios. Turns out that, it's only alleged, of course, all that stealing movies from the big American studios, and that maybe it wasn't strictly, legal, that whole, raiding his place, coming down in helicopters, abseiling in, or whatever it was that they did. I don't know. It sounds cool to me. I mean, if I was in the New Zealand police, I'd be going, this is the moment we've been waiting for. We've seen this stuff in movies. We finally get to do like a real raid. Unfortunately, not that legal. So a bit of a bummer for the police there. I can see what they were thinking. I can see where they went wrong, but they probably just want to make sure that everything's signed and sealed off next time. All right, what have we got here? Oh yes, we've got a big military morale slump. Apparently, people in the military have heard that people who are working in the mines in Australia get paid like 3 times more than they do for being in the Navy or being in the Army. So they're leaving in quite big numbers. Now, I'm not quite sure how you have a morale slump in the military, because at the end of the day, this is one of the few jobs where, let's be honest, you get to get a gun and shoot at things, sometimes even people. I mean, how awesome is that? Imagine if I could do that at work. There wouldn't be very many people left, but it still sounds fun. So I'm surprised that there's low morale there, because to me that sounds like kind of a dream job. Let's move on to something that happened on the Mike Hosking breakfast this morning. We talked to Temuera Morrison about Dry July. Now this is a kind of a charity drive where people get sponsored not to drink for the entire month of July. That wouldn't work for me. Let's just leave it at that. Wouldn't work for me. There's a number of reasons. Let's call them religious reasons that wouldn't work for me. He also mentioned his new movie, which co-stars Stan Walker. Can you believe it? Stan Walker, not only can he sing amazingly high, he can also act. Well, we haven't seen the movie yet. We don't know whether he can act. Although he managed to convince all those Australians that he was Australian, obviously, to win Australian Idol. So he must have something going for him. Interesting, Tim Morrison. Just going back to him, our producer, when she was talking to him on the phone before the interview, she passed him across to go on air, and she said to me, "He's a bit scary. He sounded a bit like Jake the Muss." And I thought, oh yeah, okay, you can get typecast sometimes. I sort of think of him as being Jango Fett from the Star Wars movies, the father of basically all the clones, which is awesome. But I guess a lot more people do think of him as Jake the Muss. And I thought, well, if she is reminded of Jake the Muss, I wonder if I gave her this, whether she could cook it for me, because I'm really hungry and haven't had any breakfast yet. Do you get... No, that's not working. That looks a bit like me. Anyway, let's move on to some glennzb feedback. Because we're well into this now, second episode and all. So you people commented on the TV show yesterday. We've got somebody here who says, "Love it. Watch out, Mike. Your job looks like it could be on the line." Yeah, that's right. I've got an LOL here, a lol. This should definitely air on TV. Well, I thought it was. All right. Okay. I don't know what's going on there. Somebody else says he was great. Should audition for the Shopping Channel this weekend. Yes. Well, okay. I'll consider it. I don't know where I'll fit it in, doing all these other things. Somebody else has suggested a toupee. Yeah, okay. Somebody says, oh no, get him off. Okay. Somebody here, Jan says, much cuter than I thought he'd be. Thank you. Thank you, Jan. I'll just make a note of your number. And we've got one here, pretty cool, Dad. That appears to be from my daughter. I'm not sure why she's making comments on Facebook, given that she's only 11. To sort that out when I get home. All right, that's it for episode 2. See you back here next week.